Hey Hazel, good morning. You ready to go to the vet? You ready to go to the vet? Okay, we gotta put your harness on. That doesn't look like a dog shoe though. That looks like a kid got a pair of scissors cut. Oh, have boys, they said. It'll be fun, they said. I guarantee you, one of my boys, and I bet you I know which one, got the scissors out and cut the harness. Well, Hazel, I guess you're not wearing a harness today. Let's go with the leash and the collar. Yeah, we just bought this harness for you. You had this for a month. Yeah, I know it's not your fault. See right there, it's been cut. That's definitely a scissor cut, not a dog shoe. Yeah, you like to chew on stuff, and that's why we're having this video today. Yeah. All right, let's go in the garage. Here you go. It's your favorite place to go. Anyway, welcome back everybody. Silas here today. And as I briefly mentioned, we are getting ready to head to the vet for Miss Hazel here. We almost lost her because she likes to chew on everything. And a few weeks ago, we were on vacation in Colorado. It was just a short trip, and so we thought, well, we'll just have somebody come over to the house and let her out, feed her, make sure she's got water, and then at night put her back in the house. Well, I believe it was Tuesday of that week. We were gone Monday through Friday, and I believe it was Tuesday. So right after we left, somehow, someway, she got a hold of a sock. And when the person that was watching her went to take the sock from her, she was like, you ain't taking my sock. And she swallowed it instantly. So she calls us and she says, hey, your dog just swallowed a sock. And we said, well, take her to the vet, see what the vet says. Took her to the vet. The vet said that it was lodged where stuff leaves the stomach and that it was not moving. They took several x-rays over the course of a day and it was not passing. It was stuck there, and so they had to go in and remove it. So while we were on a trip, we got a wonderful $1,300 bill. Of course. She has chewed on socks before. She has chewed on about everything in the house before, except for shoes. For some reason, she doesn't chew on shoes, but everything else is fair game. But she's never actually swallowed anything before, so I don't know what possessed her to swallow that sock. I think maybe she was just anxious because we weren't home and there was a stranger in the house. And I mean, she's usually friendly with everybody, so I don't think that would be the issue, but I don't know what caused it. But regardless, she had to have surgery, and so now she's got a row of stitches that they have to take back out. So here in about 30 minutes, I got to take her to the vet, get those stitches taken back out, and make sure everything's going good. You would never know she had surgery. The vet said, don't let her run around too much, and she gets here and she runs around in circles. The vet was like, well, I've got some medicine we can give her to calm her down, so poor dog. Yeah, you're just crazy. You're just straight up crazy. That's what you are. Yeah. You're a good dog, though. Yes, you are. I know a lot of people that watch these videos like you. They would have been sad if you would have not survived that sock. Why did you eat that sock, huh? Tell us. Explain to us what was going through your head when you ate that sock. She's looking out to the side because whenever she chews up a sock, I'm like, why did you do that? And she gets all sad and looks like this. But when we got home from our trip, about a day later, somehow she got a hold of it. Oh, I know what she did. She went to the dirty laundry, hopped in the laundry basket, and grabbed a sock. Did you learn nothing? Were you not traumatized by the vet enough? She won't even look at me. It's okay. It's over now. Yep, we're going to go to the vet. I don't like putting her leash right on her collar like this because if she tries to pull away from me, it chokes her. I like having an actual harness. But we don't have a harness. We're going to have to order another one. The last one we had, she chewed up. This one, the boys cut up. I tell you what. Yeah, you're a good girl. Good girl. But anyway, in addition to that, I've got a handful of things. I've got this set of wheels right here. I believe I have a person coming to buy those later today. I have somebody coming to pick up a truck here in just a little bit. They'll probably be there before I get there because of our little vet excursion. And it poured down rain all weekend. So it is a mud pit out at the crushing yard. And the last time I worked out there when it was a mud pit, I destroyed the ground, made ruts everywhere, and it was a pain when it finally dried. I was going like this all over the place when I was trying to drive the loader. So I'm just going to stay off of it today. It's supposed to be drizzly all day long anyway, so I'll probably I might go out there for a little bit, maybe just tinker around, but I'm not going to do any actual crushing. Other than that, I'll probably just work out at my place. Hopefully it'll dry out enough to where we can get in there and keep crushing tomorrow. But I guess we will see how it goes. So I guess today you're just going to ride along with me, and whatever I'm doing, you can do with me. Okay, load up. Oh, on the seat. There you go. Sit down. Yeah, good girl. There you go. You're on the wrong seat, ma'am. You need to scoot over. Let's get over. Get back in your seat. Are you excited to go for a car ride? Yeah, you'll probably like this car ride better than most. We won't be there for too long. Yeah. What was that? We're here. You ready? I don't think you are. You're not acting ready. Let's park and go inside. Do you recognize where we are, or are we just stopping? Yeah, you spent a little bit of time down here. Okay, all done. We're headed back home. $1,300. Crazy dog. All right, Hazel, we're back home. Did you have a fun vacation? Well, girl, I gotta go to work now. Yep, I gotta go to work, so you have fun here at home. We'll see you later. You be good, don't eat any socks. All right, now I'm out here at my place. I got a guy here to pick up a truck I have out back. Last video I made out here, I was just talking about how all the trees are still green. They haven't turned yellow yet, and the leaves aren't falling. But we got some cold weather rolling over the weekend. It got down to 37, I think, the night before last. And so as you can see, the trees are turning yellow and the leaves are falling. It's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s all week, so it actually looks like we might get some fall weather. I was a little bit worried we were gonna go from summer to winter and never have anything in between. I meant to have this truck ready to go and meet him out here earlier this morning, but I didn't realize I was gonna have to take the dog in this morning. I was supposed to take her in Friday, but we had to go out of town Friday to visit some friends and help them out. They just moved. Oh, there goes a hawk. Probably can't see it on the camera. But anyway, I had to move her appointment to Monday morning, but he said it wasn't that big of a deal. He didn't have to wait that long on me. U-Haul doesn't open until 9:30 anyway, so he just now got here about 20-30 minutes ago. So, oh, where's this truck at? It's all the way back here, the very back corner. It's funny how I had this truck listed for sale complete forever. Nobody wanted it. Then I sell the bed off of it a couple months ago, and now I sell the rest of the truck. Of course, this guy doesn't care about the bed anyway. He's just buying it for the frame. He said back in the 80s, he restored one of these trucks and he put it on a 4x4 newer chassis. And he says that he's had that thing for a long time now and he wants to keep the truck, but he wants to switch back to the original chassis. So right here it is. This frame and all this stuff will get him going good. I'm sure I have to go through like the rear end, replace the brakes, bushings, all that good stuff. But it's not rusted out, it's not butchered, it's good and straight still. So we were careful when we pulled the bed off. We didn't even hurt the bumper. So this ought to hook him up with everything that he needs. Plus he'll have some extra body parts in case he ever needs something in the future. Had to turn it around so it's facing the right direction. It was a little bit tipsy because of that transmission sticking down so low. Just gotta be careful with it. It's one thing I like about these U-Haul trailers is that fender folding down like that. Makes my life a lot easier to load these things. There we go. All right, he's headed out. I almost cut the nose off of that truck and then the back of the cab for art and then crushed it. And I'm glad I didn't. It's always good to see something actually get used. I mean, people think I'm just crush happy and I just want to crush everything. And it's not so much that I want to crush everything, it's just that I have to because you can't keep everything. I get so much stuff, it would be physically impossible. Wrong one, I gotta get in this box over here. It would be physically impossible to keep everything. But my dad has some power tools and some other stuff he wants to take out to the consignment sale, which is coming up the end of this week. And so I'm gonna go help him load that stuff up. But first things first, I sold a couple things on eBay, so I'm gonna grab those while I'm out here. I think I'm gonna come back later today anyway, load the iron box, but just in case I don't make it. I got this injection pump here, and then I got a, where's the other deal? Oh, it's in the building, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this stuff up, put it in my truck, and then I guess I'll go meet my dad. All right, I made it out here. My dad's not here yet. But basically what we're doing is we're putting up all new fence around here because this, you can kind of see this brown fence over here. That's been there. My dad put that up in 92, 93, somewhere around there. Maybe even after that, it might have been 94. I'm not sure. I was a little kid, so I don't remember it very well. But this old brown rusty fence has been here for a million years. So we're putting up a brand new nice fence. Just remodeled the office, put all new siding, new windows, new roof, and then he's getting the inside redone. My dad built this once again in the early 90s. And so there's some tools on the inside. We're gonna get those out of there, take them out to the consignment sale. All right, I got all that stuff dropped off for my dad out there at the auction. Then I went back out to his yard for a little while and just looked around, kind of got a game plan for when it dries out. Now I'm back over here at my place. I've got my trailer here loaded up. I've got to go pick up a load of stuff tomorrow. So I need to get this unloaded. I can finish unloading it in the morning, but I just want to get a start on it at least. This is all stuff from the crushing yard, stuff that I saved off of vehicles that got junked out. Chevy square body nose off that old crew cab. This is a 67 to 72 tailgate down here. Got a bunch of 350 turbos and 400s. Then I've got a Ford front clip and a Chevy front clip. The Ford front clip, I'm gonna probably just go ahead and take it up front, go ahead and cut it off. I have a guy on the way now to buy the one I cut the other day, and so I figured I might as well just go ahead and cut another one. And the hood that I have will actually match this one better than the other one, so that works out good. I'm glad I didn't go ahead and put that hood with that one. And in fact, the guy that's buying it doesn't even care about the wall hanger aspect. He just wants the grill out of it. I think I can just hook that in there, and hook the other one over here somewhere. Just pick this whole thing up. All right, let's see what happens here. It's a little bit off center on the fork. Oh, it's just gonna slide all the way on over. I forgot to take off the strap on that other front clip. Oops. That's okay. Man, it's just gonna keep on going. There we go. Oh, it's snagged on that front bumper. There we go. Well, I guess that works. Not exactly what I wanted. Hopefully that strap doesn't pop off of there. My fork's right on the ratchet now, but I think it'll be all right. These front clips don't weigh much. There we go. That's a good spot for it for now until I have a place to put it. I still have that truck sitting over there in the way. I've got a couple more parts I want to pull off of that, and I don't want to do it today. So, well, no, I probably won't have time. By the time I get my trailer unloaded, worry about it later. I ain't gonna worry about it right now. I'm supposed to have 3 people here at 5:30. It's 5:15 now. Now, I'm not a gambling man, but if I was, we would do a little bit of wagering right now as to how many people you think are gonna show up. I will be happy if one of them shows up. But we'll see. Maybe all 3 will show up. Maybe it's my lucky day. Yeah, those transmissions and all that other stuff, I kind of want to take that up front. Actually, I'm going to leave the camera right there so you can kind of see me unload this. I'm going to try something different on this. Yeah, that other stuff I'm just going to leave on the trailer and take the whole trailer up front tomorrow. Let's see. Can we get this without making a mess everywhere? I kind of have it parked really close to this truck that I have the camera sitting on, so I got to be careful not to smash into it. I think I can get underneath that front grill where it sticks out, catch that grill bar. If I go all the way across, make sure I catch the other fender, like so, I think it'll stay on there. Maybe. Maybe not. It's tipping sideways. Did we get it? We got it. Barely, but barely is good enough. I think I want to leave this front clip whole, try to sell it whole, just because it does have a pretty good patina on it. Somebody might want to make something out of the whole thing. I'll put it right here with these Ford front clips. I got to grab the bumper, bring it over here yet. I need to get these things listed for sale. I got a lot of cool art type stuff over here. I got the back off that old Buick, got 2 Fords, I got a Chevy there. I've got a bunch of Chevy stuff in here, another Chevy front clip there. And then somewhere, yeah, back here behind me, I've got 2 more Fords. Then I've got a Ford car over there. Then I have another Ford car down there. I've got a lot of good art type stuff cut off, ready to sell. So I need to get it listed because that stuff's actually selling pretty good right now. And whole cars are not selling right now. It's kind of weird how everything goes through stages. How I'll go a while where art, I don't sell any front noses or trunks or anything for a month, 2 months, sometimes 3 or 4 months. But I'll sell a bunch of cars. And then other times I'm selling a bunch of parts, but nothing else sells. But right now, I'm not selling hardly any cars. I'm not selling hardly any parts, just a few here and there. But this type of stuff is actually selling pretty good. And everybody always wants pictures of the stuff when it's done. And I usually never see the stuff again. Once I sell it to people, they put it into their collection. I sell to a few resellers, but most of the people anymore that I sell to are just people that want it for themselves. I think I posted a video the other day where I cut the back section off of a Ford truck bed. It had a really good patina. That went to a reseller. But actually, other than that, I don't think I've sold any noses or trunks or tailgates or anything to resellers for quite a while now, which is kind of odd because usually at least once or twice a year I'll have somebody come through and buy a bunch of that stuff from me. But this year, I mean, I sold that one piece, but well, and I did sell a Ford truck nose, that's right, here a few weeks back to some people that are going to try to resell it. They're opening up an antique type store in Texas. But okay, I got about 5 more minutes till everybody's supposed to be here, so we'll see how many show up. Well, 1 out of 3 showed up. The guy showed up and bought the nose off of this front clip that we cut off the other day. Another guy is buying a seat out of one of these. He messaged me and said he can't make it until tomorrow. So at least he messaged me. And then I had another guy who was supposed to come pick up this brand new set of Land Rover wheels. He messaged me last night, wanted to come get them at about 9 o'clock last night. And I said, no, I can't do that, but I can meet you tomorrow. And he said, what time? And I said, well, anytime really. I meet you at what, 3 o'clock in the afternoon? And he said, no, I can't get there that early. It'd have to be after 5. And I said, well, how about 5:30? That work for you? And he said, yeah, that works great. I'll see you there. I gave him the address. And right now it's 6:30 and he hasn't been here. He won't answer my messages. So I'm going to make him a little video and send to him. Brand new in the box wheels. We'll put some nice gouges in them, and I'll take the cutoff wheel to him here in a second, cut some nice slices into them, and then I'll send him that video and say, there you go. And then I'm gonna take these and put them in the scrap. There we go. Got a little bit of frustration out of my system. I paid 10 bucks a piece for those wheels for scrap. I had them listed for $100. They'll bring about 85 or 90 for a scrap is what I'll end up getting out of them. They're pretty heavy wheels, and minimum they'll bring 20 bucks a piece for scrap. So not that big of a deal. I will make money on them anyway. I tell you what, the hardest thing to sell is wheels and tires on Marketplace. I mean, right now I have multiple sets of brand new or almost brand new, like 90% tread tires that are less than a year old listed on Marketplace for 100, 120 a set. And I get probably 50, 60 messages a day of, is this still available? Will you meet me 3 hours away and take half price? I mean, it's just ridiculous. There is nothing harder to sell than used tires and wheels. And those wheels weren't even used and they were still hard. I've had those on Marketplace now for 3 months. And so I think next time I'm out at the crushing yard, I'm just gonna go ahead and take all of the good tires that are on aluminum wheels and chuck them in the aluminum wheel box. And then all the ones that are on steel wheels, we're just gonna shove them in cars and crush them because I ain't doing this no more. And used batteries, that's another one that's really hard to sell. I mean, used car parts in general are extremely difficult to sell in this area. Just there's something about the middle of Kansas, which I'm sure that's true of everywhere, but we just don't have that many legit buyers in this area to make up for it. Like even the guy that bought that nose, he drove from a long ways away to come get that nose. And the guy that came and got that truck this morning, he drove from 7 hours away. It's like you go 2, 3, 4 hours away from here and there's legit people, but in this area, man. But that's my soapbox for the day. I'll get off of that. I am headed back home now. I got a handful of stuff to do there, so I guess you guys can do that with me as well. All right, back home, my wife needed to do some stuff with the trailer, so I set it out here. Now I'm gonna put it back in the shop. Round and around we go. I gotta get it back out. I'll probably wait till Thursday to get it back out because she has a show Thursday evening. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Now I did it. Now I did it. Gotta go back up a little bit. Just a tiny bit. There we go. There it went. Yeah, anyway, she's got a show Thursday night and maybe one Friday afternoon. We'll see on that. I don't expect these shows to be the greatest shows. The first 2 shows we did were pretty good for us. This one coming up Thursday is just a trunk or treat, and I don't know how busy it's gonna be. Plus, it's getting to be cooler weather. So not too many people are in the mood for cold drinks and cold weather. There we go. I'll just back it in real quick. I need a bigger shop. This one's feeling awful small already. I don't have a whole lot of room for it in here, but it fits actually pretty good. I just keep an eye on the camera, and as soon as I get this hitch into where the door will close, I just stop there. And that gives me plenty of room. Normally I scoot it over that way a little bit further, but like I say, I've got to get it right back out of here in a couple days, so I ain't worried about it. Crank this back down. Yeah, this is about where I want it there. And then I get a little bit of room. Yep, I got plenty of room back here. Getting that stack of wheels out of here made a little bit more room inside the gate, inside the door, inside the gate. This is all just scrap copper and brass here. Obviously that's a catalytic converter. That's just stuff I threw out of my truck real quick. I need to take that, put it in storage. All that needs to go out to the junkyard. That piece is sold. I'll probably just take it out to the yard and stash it because I don't know when they're coming for that. And then the boxes I need to take downstairs and put in my packing area. And then that'll open up this whole area. Same thing with all those boxes. A little bit of reorganizing and I'll be able to get all this cleaned out to where I'll have this as my work area. I might work on that this weekend if it's raining. But yeah, just even, like I said, those wheels, I was actually gonna scrap those anyway. And this just kind of pushed me to go ahead and scrap them a little bit sooner. All right, I'm packaging this injection pump now. I completely taped the entire bottom of this box just in case it leaks through a little bit. That way it'll hold together and make it to where it's going. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to double line this. I want to put a trash bag at the bottom of the box, like so. That's just to catch anything that might make it through the next few layers. Then over here, I got some of this stuff. This is some of that, oh, they put this in like frozen food when they send it to you, the prepackaged meals. I save it for things just like this. It's very absorbing. And so if a little bit of diesel leaks out, it won't cause any issues. So I'll put that in. And then I'll put another trash bag down. Kind of make it like a bowl in there. There we go. And now hopefully, actually I probably should just go ahead and lay a piece of cardboard in there as well. Let me find a piece. Whatever this is, this ought to work good. Put that right here. Kind of show you what I'm doing here. This should make a nice little cradle. I think that thing's going to fit in here. It's going to be tight. I think it's going to fit in here pretty solid. And it'll kind of sit down on this here. And that way if it goes through this, it'll get stopped by this. And if it makes it through this, it'll get stopped by this. And if it makes it through this, it'll get stopped by the bottom bag. And if a few drops make it past the bottom bag, that tape will hold the bottom of this box together. I mean, I tried to drain most of this out, so there's not much left in it, but there's probably going to be a few dribbles come out. I don't know what else to do about it. I mean, I guess a guy could saran wrap the fire out of it, but I don't have any saran wrap. So we're just going to go for it and hope for the best. So I got to thinking about it, and most of the leakages happen on this lid right here when it's laying on the side. So if I package it upright like this, I don't think it's going to leak hardly anything at all. It's going to make the box bigger. It's going to cost me more to ship it, but I mean, I sold this for $250, and I pulled it off of a tractor that I think I paid like $350 for the whole tractor, and I scrapped the rest of it. So I mean, I'm making good money on it. So if I have to pay an extra $20 to ship it, it'll be all right. Just for the sake of peace of mind, I think this is what we're going to do. I can go ahead and put some more of this type of stuff on the sides over here and over here, wrap some cardboard around it, make sure it's packed in there tight, and then put regular packing material around that, and I think that'll be pretty good. Well, there we go. It's going to cost me $49.49 to ship it with insurance. He paid me $52.45. This doesn't really want to focus now. I do have to pay eBay. I think it's like 12 or 13% of that $52.45. So I'm actually losing probably about $3 or so plus packing materials, which most of the packing materials I used were recycled. I didn't use that much new stuff, but probably losing about $4 or $5 on the deal. But I mean, that's perfectly acceptable. I lose money on shipping all the time, so that's just part of the name of the game. Every now and then I make $1 here, make $1 there. Usually it's about an even break. And then the other item I have to package is just this S10 light switch right here. It's actually in pretty good shape. Most of the white paint is still on the switches, so it looks pretty presentable, and I'm sure it still works fine. So I'm gonna get this package up, and then I'm gonna go back out to the shop and get a few other things done out there. Well, Hazel, it's getting late. It's almost midnight already. Yeah, just taking care of all sorts of paperwork and all sorts of stuff I don't want to do. I'd rather be out here working, putting stuff on eBay, editing video. But unfortunately, we have to do all the paperwork to run multiple businesses at once. Okay, you're in the way though. You got to move over here. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and put a few things on eBay. I need to list these window trim pieces on there before I end up bending them. They're worth pretty good money, just they are a pain to package. But what I really need to list is some license plates, because I have a lot of people asking for old license plates. I'm keeping this one, but yeah, I got a bunch more in here that I can list. As always, the link to my eBay is in the description. I don't keep a lot of stuff on there, but I keep a handful of stuff on there. I have a pretty cool idea in my head for a video I'm going to film tomorrow. You guys know I've only done one so far, but I have plans of doing more of the what will it scrap out for type videos. Well, I've got that old Milwaukee box you may have saw in the background in this video here. I want to do a video dedicated to just that, which I haven't even posted the video where I bought that yet, so I probably need to get busy on that. Anyway, I'm going to make a video tomorrow about ripping that thing apart and see what it scraps out for, because it's a good mix of steel and aluminum. So plus there's a little bit maybe of wall art if it cooperates. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a behind the scenes type video. Come here, Hazel. Come here. You gotta tell everybody bye. This video is mainly about you. Yeah, mainly about you, so tell everybody bye. Tell them thank you for subscribing, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching the videos. It helps pay for my $1,300 vet bill. It's going to take a lot of videos to pay for that, you crazy dog. So, well, I guess we'll get down here. Yeah. We'll say we'll say goodbye together. Oh, if I can get down, I am so tired. No, I don't want you on my lap. Yeah, no, I don't want kisses. No, not right now. No, not right now. Come on, come here, calm down. Yeah, I'm not on the ground to play with you. We're on the ground to say goodbye. Anyway, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Remember to get out there and find yourself an adventure, as long as that adventure doesn't involve eating socks. Yeah, that's not a good adventure. Going to the vet and getting surgery is not a good adventure. No, it's not. We will see you all on the next one.